Joining us here in our Cracked Racquets booth after her 6-2, 6-2 victory over Leylah Fernandez, Caty McNally, 2-0 on the weekend. Congratulations to you. How are you feeling about your level?
I'm really happy with the way I'm playing. You know, I've been working really hard this quarantine. I've been hitting with my brother every single day, which has been amazing for me because he hits such a different ball than, you know, the girls. So I feel really prepared out here, and I feel like my fitness is really high right now.
Yeah, no, you've played such decisive tennis in my opinion as well. Just you seem so confident in the serve, in the forehand, being aggressive. Again, what's working for you out there?
Yeah, I definitely think I've been working on my serve, and like I said, I've been playing with my brother, so I better be serving well and, you know, getting the first ball and being aggressive on it, or else I probably don't have a shot against him. So I feel like I'm doing that really well here, and, you know, trying to finish off points at the net when I have the opportunity.
And do you think that skill itself, your willingness, you just seem so much more comfortable coming to the net than so many other tennis players. Do you think that is what helps separate your game from everyone else?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm really lucky that my mom, you know, she kind of encouraged that for me and my brother when we were really young, and we both kind of had that game style. I think I'm just more comfortable and confident with coming into the net more than my brother, but he's also capable of doing the same things. But like I said, it's just like the people we surround ourselves with are encouraging that, and it's really helping us out on this level.
It's a beautiful dig of the older brother. I would say I'm also slightly taller, slightly more handsome than my older brother, so I understand the slight dig and the need to do that. No, for you, you know, I watched last night, you were serving and volleying in doubles as well, and obviously you were able to flip the script on Cece yesterday after she served for the match 5-4. Given that there hasn't been competitive matches over the past 3 months, has it been difficult for you at all to get back in the, you know, match flow of things? How have you been able to keep up that level of, you know, competition, that, you know, that sharpness?
Yeah, well, actually I haven't really had any matches before this. You know, some girls have gone and played like live streams in Florida or gone to like Saddlebrook and played, but this is actually like my first time playing like competitive matches. So I'm just really happy with like the level I'm playing. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself because I haven't played a match. You know, I'm just trying to like focus on what I know what to do and just try to execute my game as much as possible.
And to beat two other young up-and-comers in Cece and Leylah, that had to felt pretty good as well.
Yeah, definitely. They're both really good players. Cece's obviously a super nice girl and a really good player, and coming back from injury, she's at a really high level already. And then Leylah, she's an up-and-comer. I think I played her a couple years ago at Fed Cup in Budapest, so I know she's really tricky, and she got to the finals of Acapulco, so she has a great game, and I'm sure I'll be playing both of them more in the future.
And, you know, for you, I've been, you know, doing the play-by-play call, so I've got the chance to see this number repeatedly. I think you made 6 Junior Slam finals during your career, and so, you know, again, to be one of the top peers in your group and to have this sort of time period, these 3 months where you're not able to play competitive tennis, I'm sure for you that's probably the first 3-month stretch since you were 10, 11 years old where that's happened. Again, how weird was it for you during this 3-month stretch, and how have you managed to, you know, ensure that you don't burn out and you're still, you know, training the right sort of amount during this time?
Yeah, it's definitely been really difficult. I think the last time I took 3 months off was honestly before I even started playing tournaments when I was 8 years old, because I was pretty much playing every single weekend, and whether Illinois, Michigan, it didn't matter. I was always playing some type of level 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Let's be honest, level 1, but sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's definitely been difficult this quarantine, but I've just honestly, you know, playing an hour and a half to 2 hours a day with my brother. You know, we go out, we battle, we grind, we get our work in. We've been doing fitness every single day together for an hour, working our butts off, and just trying to not to, you know, overkill ourselves, but, you know, put in the work that we need to be done, and so we can be ready right when we get back.
And for you, again, you go directly to the pros. Was it nice at all to actually have a little 3 months off away from the game, maybe tamper down what you were doing a bit?
Not gonna lie, I think it was pretty nice. I think if you ask a lot of players, they would agree, just because we're so used to the routine traveling week by week. So to go home and just spend some, you know, much needed time with family and get to see some of our friends if it's possible, and just relax and do things that, you know, we've really never done before, you know, maybe take up something new that we never thought that we would do. I think it's just nice, and it's just a new perspective of life.
I've seen some social media work from you. Is it, you know, for you, what are you mentioned those new things. What are maybe the new hobbies you've developed during this time?
Well, definitely TikTok. Like Jess said she was like gardening, and I was like, oh, like I was like making like these little kid dances, but it's really fun, and it just keeps it light and in the household, and makes it more fun to just create a dance. So pretty much TikTok, just chilling, nothing too much besides just working out, practicing, and that kind of stuff.
No, I feel like TikToking, working on dance is better for your footwork than gardening. So I see that. Yeah, I see the appeal there for sure. Definitely a win. And again, for you right now, it's still somewhat unclear whether professional tennis will come back in 2020. Curious how you feel about it. If the WTA resumes as planned in August, if ITF, 125K, those sorts of events come back, are you comfortable getting back out on circuit?
That's a pretty tough question, honestly. I think every single player has obviously a different opinion about how it should happen. I think everyone wants to get back to playing. We all miss competing, and we miss the emotion and the adrenaline and just traveling to different cities every week. I mean, you can't beat that. The lifestyle that we live is amazing, but I think it's just so important to put safety first. Luckily enough, like Charleston last week went on, and there was no, positive cases, but there's been, positive cases in almost every single sporting event where people have gotten together. So I think they just have to make it safe and, put everyone's health first. And hopefully it's not like where we're just quarantined for 5 weeks, because I don't think that's really going to, it's not going to be great on the players if we're stuck in one place for like 5 weeks at a time. But, if they provide enough, amenities and stuff for us to do, I guess, even though you can't really do anything. We'll see. I don't know. It could get worse before it gets better, so who knows.
If they say you can only bring one member of your team, you bringing John?
Well, John, he'd probably want to go, but, he has to worry about college and what they're going to do at Ohio State. But, I'd actually like to have him travel with me because he could be my hitting partner. He's super supportive, and we'd have a lot of fun off the court. So
yeah, no, that would be awesome to see. Well, again, it's nice for you, I'm sure, this weekend to get to travel to Top Seed down in Kentucky, not too far from where you live, and I saw a bunch of your family members here as well.
Yeah.
You were here in February for the event, too. Just curious your thoughts on this event, on this Top Seed Tennis Club. I happen to think it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think it's amazing. The first time I came here was in February for the 100K, and I was really impressed with the facilities and the staff. They're just so nice, and they treat all the players super well. And, coming out here and playing outside, I think the courts are great. And, yes, everyone's super friendly, and I think they're putting on a great event so far.
No, it's been, again, such a spectacular level of play all around. All right, last question for you. Again, just a fun one to end things here. A ton of great players in this event as well, as you mentioned. You could take one skill, one part of the game of any other player here. What are you taking and why?
Probably one skill. I'd probably take Jessica Pegula's way. She can just flatten out the ball like I've never seen anyone do before. The power she can generate is unbelievable. So I think if I could add that to my game, that'd be huge.
I feel like it was a good doubles duo, you two, yesterday.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. When we're on, we're pretty good because when she's firing the ball, it's easier for me to go at the net. So, yeah, I love playing with her, and she's an awesome girl.
Yeah, it was delightful to see. And people know, if you've played tennis tournaments, you've heard of the Triple Crown. That's when you go 0-3 in action. Caty McNally 3-0 in her 3 matches thus far. So, Caty, congratulations to you, and thank you for chatting with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.